All right, good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be looking at using column subtraction, and we're going to be looking at exchanging, and we're also going to be doing one of the slightly more complicated examples in a moment where we're going to be exchanging across zero, okay? And I'll be putting some questions that are similar to this and also some missing number questions onto the website for you guys to have a little go at. All right, so let's get straight into this question here. Firstly, really important that you lay your numbers out really neatly. Make sure you've got your ones together, you've got your tens, your hundreds, your thousands, your tens of thousands, whatever numbers you're looking at. You really do need to make sure that they're in these nice, neat columns, okay? That's going to make it a lot easier for you, particularly if you have to exchange or do what I'm about to show you now, okay? So we always start on the right hand side, and we start with the ones. So 4, take away 1, that's really easy. Oops, if I had the pen activated, there we go. So we've got 3. We go into the tens column, and we are going to now try and subtract 5, and we're going to take away 7. See, we can't do that. And normally what we would do, we would then look to the hundreds column, okay, here, and we would try and exchange from there. But we can't, because we can see that it's completely empty. So what we need to do is we need to exchange across the 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this thousands column here. We can see we've got 8 thousands there. We're going to borrow one of those thousands. We're going to exchange one of those thousands, and we're going to put that into our hundreds column. So now we have 10 hundreds there, okay? All right, here we go. So now you've borrowed one of those thousands, so now instead of 8 you have 7 thousands, okay? So now you have those 10 hundreds. You can exchange. So we're going to put one of those into our tens column, and remember, we are now working with 9 lots of 100 there, okay? All right, now we should be able to complete this calculation with not too many problems. All right, so 15 take away 7, all right, equals 8, and then 9 take away 5, that equals 4, and 7 take away 5 leaves you with 2. So our answer is 2,483. Okay, so some of the other questions that you're going to be looking at today are going to be you spotting mistakes. So I've made 2 mistakes here, and I'd like you to have a little look at that, and I'd like you to try and spot those mistakes. So pause the video now. Okay, so pause the video. Hopefully you were able to spot those mistakes. First mistake is here. All right, if we look in our tens column, and I haven't subtracted, I've added. That is a common mistake some of you guys make. So really make sure that you're subtracting all the time and not adding. And then if we look in our hundreds column over here, all right, I have reversed the numbers. All right, so I've done 7 take away 6, okay? So it's really important that, just bear with me, let's put that in there. So if we were doing this next part, all right, if I'm going to correct that for you now, I did 7 take away 6, which equals 1. But what we needed to do was to exchange. All right, so I need to look into my thousands column. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. So I look into my thousands column. So I'm going to borrow one of those thousands, put it in my hundreds column, and I'm going to then continue with that calculation. So I'm going to do 16 take away 7, okay, which would equal 9, and then 3 take away 2, which equals 1.